This is Chase back with another LEGO Star Wars video. Today we have the review of set 75323. This is the Justifier. This is 1,022 pieces and probably my second favorite set of the summer 2022 wave. This comes with technically 5 minifigures, all really good. Two, maybe 3 new minifigures, and it is a very hefty and big build, and in my opinion worth the price of $180. Many people don't think so, but you know, just to say, there's some huge pieces in the set that make it worth what it is. This is a 9+ set, and it comes with Cad Bane, Toto 360, Omega, Hunter, and Fennec Shand. All really good detailed minifigures in this set. We're going to be talking about all 5 of these minifigures, and then we're going to on the design of the set and basically the playability. There's not much playability in this set, but you know what they make out of it is really good. So let's get on to minifigures, and we're going to start with Omega. So guys, this is the Omega minifigure. She comes in handcuffs as she is the bounty of this Bad Batch episode, and we're going to look at her hair. Pretty nice. Looks kind of like a mop, but well represented in the show. She has short legs, obviously not printed, they're just black, and she has front and back printing and arm printing. I think this is just arm printing. It's not really a dual mold. She has that nice tan color to her, and I really liked her minifigure. So moving on to Hunter. So guys, with Hunter, he has a face printing and his normal hairstyle. This is basically the same minifigure from the Bad Batch shuttle. Go check out that review link in the comments. And so he has front and back printing and leg printing. He has a knife, no pistols in this set, but he does come with his helmet. So basically, there's not much to say about this minifigure. It is basically the same minifigure from the Bad Batch shuttle. Next, we have Fennec Shand, and she comes with a mini blaster and the bounty credits box, I guess you can say. And she basically is a same minifigure as from the Boba Fett's Palace set of March of 2022, and basically the only exception is her accessories and her helmet. She gets her helmet in this set, but she also has her helmet in the light cruiser, which I'm looking at to my left. Now moving on to Cad Bane. Cad Bane is definitely one of the cooler minifigures of this set. He comes with his 2 mini blasters, pants, front and back printing. But his back printing is covered up by his, I guess, breathing chamber thing. And then I have his hat tilted down. It just makes him look more mysterious and cool. But yeah, you can see his face up in there. So I really do like this minifigure, but moving on to probably my favorite minifigure of this whole set, Toto 360. Now, even though Toto 360 is small, I wouldn't underestimate small things. He has really nice printing on the front, and his mold is phenomenal. They captured the shape in one stud, and I'm super happy with how this turned out. This is kind of like the BD1 minifigure from 2022, and I am so proud to say that LEGO is doing a great job on their droids. So, moving on to overall design. When it comes to the overall design of the Justifier, this is a hefty, heavy build. When the cockpit, obviously that's playability, so we're not going to look at that yet, but basically, we're going to move these out of the way. So basically, when it comes to the Justifier, you have a basic cockpit, and then you have your wings expanding, and then an expansion back down. Now, this is the hammer. The hammer in the Justifier moves down. This is basically playability, but if you didn't know, Cad Bane's ship, the Justifier, the hammer moves down when it's landed, and up when it's flying. Obviously, I have to keep it up to save space, but it is what it is. Now, the hammer is so well put onto this thing, I can't even describe to you how happy I am. It doesn't fall off, it doesn't maybe mess up here and there. No, it's perfect. And everything about this set is actually really good, and I think they tackled the whole Justifier look phenomenal. My one thing about the Justifier is, let's zoom in here. And we've seen this before, but that is an illegal building technique, which can cause fractures and stress onto those pieces on the hammer. But at the end of the day, it does look good, and I think they captured the element of the hammer with being able to do that. So as we move back
into the ship, I just want you guys to look at certain things. The ship is $180, and I think most of you might be saying, well, that's really overpriced, and I think that's why a lot of people decided not to buy it this summer. Me personally, I bought it because I knew the value of the Justifier is crazy. You have big piece here, obviously symmetrical, repeated on the same side. New molded piece here, which is very hefty, and I feel like with some of these pieces, you're getting a few dollars of value. So when it comes to that, at the end of the day, I think it is worth the price. Yeah, I think it could have been $160, and I do think the ATTE behind me could have been less too, but at the end of the day, this was a really hefty, heavy set build, and I think they priced it greatly. Plus, it came with 2 new figures at the time, and I did really like this. So let's move on to playability. So the playability of this set, we're going to start at the front. As I zoom in, so this comes up, alright, I just want you guys to notice that. If you need more room, these panels are going to have to come off, but you're able to take the cockpit out. I just don't want to do that right now, because we're trying to review a set. But so this comes off, giving you access into the cockpit. Let's look at that. So, inside the cockpit, you have some main large details. You have 2 Imperial crates with lightsabers and detonators, and then you have Cad Bane's main seat. He has a few controls here, and then basically, I think if we're able to see back here, the big Justifier, I guess, thing here is that Omega has her jail cell, and that's probably one of the biggest play features in this whole set, sadly. But obviously, moving backwards, the hammer, which we already looked at, is a playability feature, and the only other playability I can think of is basically these wings. When you open up, you have storage for a spring-loaded shooter. You have spring-loaded shooters here. I guess these move back and forth, but other than that, that's playability for you. And overall, this set, I really love it. I feel playability is lacking, so that's why I think that price tag could go down. And I don't think it's going to do too great on the secondhand market. So if you really want this set, but you don't want to pay that much, just wait a few years. When it retires, this puppy will go down in value for sure. Sadly saying that, though, there's a general few amount of stickers in this set for a $180 set, per se. But, I mean, it is what it is, guys. You're getting what you're paying for. $180, big pieces. Excuse me, big quantities of pieces. It's over 1,000 still, so you still get that over 100 price guaranteed. And I feel like that's really the big takeaway from this set. The minifigures are great, the build is great, the price is iffy, and the hammer's great. And I have to give this set a solid 8 out of 10. It's a close second for me to the best set of 2022, the ATTE, which speed building review will be out next week. But other than that, this set is great, and I think it definitely rivals some of those other summer sets, like the BD-1, Inquisitor Scythe, and Obi-Wan Kenobi Starfighter. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys next week with some more videos. Bye.